Okay, I got the perfect bumper for our next guest.
Oh, great.
Any bets?
Let me see. The basement, the cellar. No.
I know, I could have gone the basement tapes, but
I was
that
thinking
was
that
too
would be
hard.
deep. That'd be stretching.
Nothing so loud.
Come on, Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Perfect. That's perfect.
And you said neither am I. And the air outside so soft, we're saying everything.
You are
When
pretty
was
good.
the last time you thought of Toad the Wet Sprocket?
You are pretty darn good.
Well, that's it. We're not here to talk about dry basements.
No, we're not. We're here to talk about fixing up your basement. That was perfect. Actually, of all things, because I was thinking of cellar songs and I couldn't think of any.
Cellar songs.
Yeah, I know. See?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And see, my cellar looks like something's out of Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's not a pretty place.
You're not alone, Pat.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you must see some really creepy places.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty creepy stuff. Sure.
Wow. I'm sorry. And you are?
My name's Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Owner of Rescon Basement Solutions.
Oh, see, we went right to the big dog.
That's right.
Okay, so if he doesn't know, nobody knows.
Well, see, that's we're taking care of it here today.
Yeah,
listen, we're putting you up on a pretty good pedestal here.
Right.
It's good.
But I mean, a lot of I live in an old house. It's a 165-year-old house, so it's got the granite, basement, granite slab thing.
Right.
Dirt, mice, water. Wait a minute, it's all tilted. That's where the sump pump goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's typical of,
it is. That's a very typical basement especially in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even in New England in general. I mean, that is a very typical
So I mean, somebody
basement.
comes in and says, okay, you need to back down these stairs to go to the basement. Are you going, what the hell?
All right, let me take a look.
Yeah. Okay, done. Let me give you the name of a company. Call these guys. But it's gotta be hard.
There are some challenging basements. I think that's what actually makes it fun at this point for me.
Sure.
20, 30 years doing this.
Really?
You definitely, the more challenging they are, the more enjoyable it is for me.
I would think people would love to get their basement back.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if you're not using it like every day, but to have storage, to have stuff, to have that part of your house that now we don't go past that door.
Right,
Right,
exactly. We don't go over in that corner.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's what most people do is just shut the door, forget about it. We just don't go down there. It's not something we use.
I had a new furnace put in last year, year before, and the guys were like, how are we getting a furnace down these little, and I'm like,
right. Okay.
Yeah, that's another thing we do. We do have the ability to create access into your basement, so we can cut out walls and put in precast stairs. Yep, we do all kinds.
So
of
you could put in like a bulkhead or something.
We can put in a bulkhead.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what sets your business apart from somebody else wanting to just bring a contractor in to do the basement?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's all we do. We specialize in it, so we don't do anything else. I compare it to medical professional.
Okay, I got it. You're a specialty. You're a specialty.
Right.
I got you.
Dr. Chris.
Yeah.
See where this is going?
Yes, that's okay. That's all right.
It's the
that
God
works.
syndrome.
Yeah.
No, I get this. This is good.
Perfect.
I like it.
But I think that's what really gives us an advantage over a general contractor or somebody who has some knowledge about building construction, but doesn't know as much as we do, just based on the sheer fact that we have done thousands and thousands of basements, and it's all we do. We've made plenty of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned from them.
and learn from them.
And we learn from them.
Right,
I mean,
of course you do.
That's how we've gotten better and better at doing what we do and getting really good at what we do.
All right, so how, for example, you've got an older house, well, it could be a newer house for that matter, because the way they've been slapping up some of these houses in the past 30, 40 years. The water's running down the hill. Mm-hmm. It's naturally heading toward that house. Mm-hmm. It's been doing it for 200 years. That's where the water's going.
Right.
How do you divert the water around the foundation to keep it out?
So sometimes it sometimes takes a combination of different types of solutions. Some can be exterior drainage to collect that water and divert it around the house.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's not building up around the foundation.
Yep.
A lot of times we get into interior drainage systems where we don't actually try to stop it or divert it, but control it.
Just
So
give
we
it a place to
collect
go.
it,
Yeah, right.
Got it.
Collect it underneath the floor, in a place where it's not getting into your basement and building up.
Yep.
Collect it, pump it out, and handle it that way.
So who makes the call on which way you're going to go? I mean, and I hate to sound bad, but does it come down to money? Saying, okay, you could do this for this, you could do this for this, or that for that.
Absolutely. Budget always plays a role.
Okay.
Sure.
Collaborating with the client in terms of really understanding what they're looking to accomplish in the basement. One of the things we're really different when it comes to home improvement. None of our sales team or anyone who's evaluating basement works off commission. So we're totally 100% there to try to help and design solutions.
Oh, that's great.
For our customers. I always felt like that was a better structure than having.
Then I sold the most expensive thing we have. Yeah, right.
So our team can go out and take a look at your basement, and whether it's $1,000 solution or a $10,000 solution, it makes no difference to them.
Right.
Got it.
And that's important.
That's a good way to look at it.
It's a really important
Yeah.
factor when you're trying to help homeowners deal with these problems.
Well, and the bottom line is, I hate spending money as much as anybody. But no, if you tell me that I can take care of this problem, it's going to cost you $3,500. But I'm adding to the value of my investment.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You got to balance it that way.
Yeah.
That it's not just okay, I can blow $3,500 at Mohegan Sun and get nothing for it.
Right. I know.
This
I have
way,
nothing coming back.
okay, now, hey, if I want to downsize or I want to move, okay, now that door that we don't want anybody going by.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on down. We can show you the basement.
Right.
I've added to the value of my property.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that square footage that's been shut off from your house for however long is now available to you in whatever
It's now a
capacity
plus.
you decide to use it in.
Right.
Wow. And now once you do your voodoo, and then I'm going, okay, hey, now it's usable. Then I'd get a GC to come in and maybe put in walls or do whatever, or you guys do that.
We don't do that.
Okay.
We don't do any finishing or remodeling.
So you
Okay.
take care of that, make it usable. Now I can make it livable.
Right. Exactly.
I got it. Okay.
If that's the next thing you
If
want to
that's
do.
what you want to do. Most of what we do, a lot of our solutions come with lifetime warranties. I mean, we stand behind our work.
Oh, that's great.
So if you're going with one of our full drainage systems in your basement, we're gonna stand behind that to the point where if you have a water problem, we're coming out. It's on us. We figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm used to when it's raining out. I'm used to hearing the sump pump going. If the sump pump's not going, life is not good. You're going to take that away from me, man.
But if that's
Give me a
your
recording.
setup,
Give me a recording. I can put it in my stereo system. There's the sump pump.
all right. So there's this particular customer's wants and needs. All right. So you got to make sure a little water gets in, so his sump pump goes off.
Well, we can make it. Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? As long as he can hear the sump pump and is happy, I'll give him what he wants.
But you asked.
our sump pumps are pretty quiet, so even if you had one of our sump
I
pumps,
can hear it.
He's like,
Trust me. But the biggest fear that people have who have sump pumps is when the power goes out.
yeah.
Right.
Oh my God!
How are you going to get the water out?
The
of here?
water's going to come in. It's going to flood the basement. It's going to kill the furnace.
Yeah.
I am going to be screwed. I'm going to be $10,000 in the hole. Blah blah blah. You take that fear away.
Well, we do. Well, I mean, if you do have an interior drainage system that has a sump pump, we have backup systems,
Oh, nice.
battery
See, look
backup
at that.
systems
Yep. Nice.
to create some level of redundancy. We have remote notification systems now. So if something
great.
went
Really?
wrong with your sump, you'd get a text message.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, send it to his phone.
Yeah, I know.
I don't answer my phone.
You can
Call me.
You can figure out. I know. You can figure out which number to put in.
Yeah, all
Oh
right.
God, I'm going to be your sump pump guy. That's great.
So many ways I could go with that, but not with the company here. So where do you get your leads? How do people find you?
I guess why do they call you? Why does somebody reach out?
Well, most of the time, they're finding us online, typically.
Okay,
I imagine
great.
is where we get most of our business. We do, advertise on the radio
Yay! There we go.
with you guys.
Radio rocks.
We've also been around since '96, so I think
Okay.
we have a lot of referral business. People know who we are. We're independent. We're not a franchise or a dealer, so that makes us a little bit unique.
Okay.
Good to know
in that sense.
Yeah.
And just a good old New Hampshire business.
But the quickest way to find us is ybwet.com.
See, now I know why people call you.
ybwet.com.
That's perfect.
I wasn't far told the wet sprocket.
I know. No. You were right. You were right on it. You were zeroing right in.
Do you remember your worst job where you walked into some place to give a quote going, "Oh my God."
A
horror story?
We don't have to drop names.
No, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
It's Pomois.
The worst job. God, it's got to be. Well, the worst job I ever worked on, we were doing, it wasn't a basement. It was actually a water infiltration problem on a trunk sewer line for Massachusetts Water Resource Authority.
Oh, wow.
Where we were down in the sewer line injecting cracks to stop water leaks.
Oh. Yeah, gross.
So I spent many a day down in a sewer line for months.
Okay.
That was probably the
All of a
worst.
sudden, my basement's looking real good.
Yeah,
basements,
come on in.
There are many basements that can compare to that.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's okay, good. My basement is not bad.
So a homeowner has cracks, has water, blah, blah, blah. Is it as bad as we naturally think it is? You know, we're I'm thinking, oh my God, this is going to cost me $20,000. I can never do this. It's never, blah, blah. It's, you know how we automatically jump to the worst.
Exactly.
It really isn't that bad, is it?
No, our average project cost is probably about $4,000 to $5,000.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, a $20,000 project for us on a residential home would be a big project.
You're right. That'd be huge.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so that's good.
Okay.
But you got to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Well,
you should.
thank you. Frau Blucher. We're back to young Frankenstein quotes. All right,
Yes,
good.
we are.
So it's more affordable than people think.
well,
I think people
that's-
just jump to the...
Sure.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We automatically go
Yeah.
worst case scenario.
Right.
Because I know I've got a generator. If power goes out, I got the sump pump hooked up. I mean, that's my fear. That, oh my God, the basement's going to be... And it's probably not realistic, but it's enough to drive me to do... About a generator,
Yeah.
Right.
So, it's worth your while if you have an issue. Take a look. Rescon.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. What's the website?
ybwet.com.
YBWet.
WHY, the letter B, wet.com.
Oh, letter B.
YB.
Okay.
You can
letter
put
B.
B too. I mean,
okay.
if you needed to.
The engines will steer you.
You can also call 877-YB-WET. That works.
Nice. Look at that.
No, but I like it. It's consistency.
Good marketing. It is.
No,
I love that.
That makes a ton of sense. No commission, so it's not like a timeshare deal. Okay,
Nope.
you don't have to worry.
No sales commission.
Oh,
that's a big deal.
It's huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
not.
huge.
It's
I
very
think-
unique in our industry.
And it comforts homeowners.
Well,
Yeah.
If anybody's coming in the
because
house.
you know how the commission thing works.
I know.
Some young kid goes out, lines up 7 clients, like 2 of them are qualified.
I know.
Yeah.
And you now have set the other 5 up for unrealistic, makes you look bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just contrary to what we're trying to accomplish, which is to help customers and homeowners deal with these problems. And
That's very altruistic of you.
An incentive
That's
based.
good.
Well, having an incentive based pay structure just doesn't make it doesn't. Those two things don't align.
Right. It does not set me at ease as the customer. Because you're going to want to put me in not what I need, but here's my most expensive thing.
Everyone on my team works together.
That's great.
I like it. See, we're commissioned. So we get paid. We get paid for every guest we run
But
through
we're
here.
also
so
in-
your time's
we're in-
up.
we're in
Good
different
talking to you,
businesses.
bud. Hit the road. We got somebody else coming in.
At least we gave him the most expensive time slot. That's the most important
That's
thing.
right.
That's good.
Yeah, good talking to
You're right. We could not conduct business like that.
you.
You're absolutely right.
You couldn't.
You're right.
You couldn't.
Not to be fair to
And
everybody.
think about your business. I mean, and you see a lot of businesses that have gone non-commission,
Right.
and it says a lot.
Car
So-
sales. I mean, car
Yeah, I
sales
know.
is
Yeah.
one.
It's a thing.
A lot of car sales places are going non-commission
Yep.
to get away from these high-pressure sales tactics.
Yep.
And that's ultimately what the goal was.
Right.
Getting away from high pressure, separating ourselves, and really allowing our sales team to focus on helping the customer.
Makes sense. Is there, and I know each place is different, each job is different, but is there, I mean, are you going to be at a house 2 weeks, 2 days, a month?
5 days.
Really? Okay.
Max.
Okay.
I mean, max. Our project timeline ranges from 1 day to 5 days.
Because while I want you there, I really don't want you disrupting my life.
No.
You know how
Nobody,
people are.
it's what everybody wants.
And we really try to minimize the impact. We try to get in and out.
Do you have the little booties on so you're not tracking them out through the house?
If we're going upstairs, we have booties.
There you go.
Yeah,
Huh?
right. Because if we're going downstairs,
Typically,
we need
we're
the
trying to
booties.
get in and out through the basement.
Yeah,
so we're not
and
going
just keep it
upstairs at all.
No, you got to go through my living room. But
Okay.
I like the bulkhead thing. You know, that's kind of. But how could you cut through granite slabs?
We have nice saws.
Do you really?
There we go. See, now you're talking.
Okay. No, I've been be a nice way
Full
to-
on basement solutions.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's very cool. So since '96, huh?
Yes, since '96.
That's awesome.
Coming up on 25 years.
Have techniques
awesome.
changed in that time, or is it pretty much the way you started?
Technology's changed with the pumping systems. So there's been advancements in like remote notification and stuff like that. So from the on the mechanical side of things, there's been a lot of improvements in terms of backup systems and sump pump systems. Drainage
Drainage.
Drainage.
Yeah, we got to find where it's going to go and get it there. Yeah.
It's been coming down that same damn hill for 500 years.
I know.
Right. So drain pipes and stone are still the way we handle that.
Is it tough to put in a some sort of tile drainage system?
No, not for us.
Really?
Great.
How deep do you have to go?
On the inside of the house, we're going pretty shallow, just below the floor.
Sure.
'Cause all we're trying to do is stop that water from coming up into the basement.
To the floor. Yeah,
So we're really just a few inches from the underside of the slab.
Do you swim? Do you dive?
Do I?
Yeah.
Not anymore, no.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering. The guy deals in water. I just didn't know if he liked water.
Do you do it in your time off? Yeah.
Water and concrete. We have a lot of water and concrete out there. It seemed like a good choice.
Yeah, well,
from a
no,
business standpoint.
I get that. So that's very cool.
That's great.
There's obviously a lot of ways we can go with this. Talk to your commission salesperson.
I know.
She works on salary.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She
Talk
works
to your
on salary. She does not work on commission.
Get her to reschedule you and come on back in so we can do this again.
That'd be
That
great.
sounds great.
All
I
right.
appreciate it, Pat.
All right, Chris
Yeah.
Brown. ybwet.com.
I was going to say that.
Okay, I know. I just jumped right in, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's easy, right?
Fine.
I know.
whatever.
You wanted to turn the sump pump on and suck me out of here. I get it.
We're going back to Toad the Wet Sprocket after this. Chris, thanks a lot, man. Great
Thank
meeting
you, guys. I
All right.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
Taking a break. Back with more.